Hi everybody, welcome to Carla's Bunny Trail. Maybe I should put my headphones in. I always think that y'all can hear me better if I have the headphone in. So let's connect. Okay, should be connected now. Okay, it's almost time for Easter, and guess what? It's my birthday month. It's my birthday month, and it's not just my birthday month. I know there's plenty of viewers out there who have birthdays this month, so happy birthday to you all as well. I had some viewers watch and ask me about things that I like, and so if you're interested, you don't have to by any means, but if you're looking, I have an Amazon wish list. If you go into the description, it'll be there. It's under several of my videos as well. I have my beautiful bunny ears that Wadalis made me for my birthday. So, and Sandra and Melissa also were a part of it. Thank you, ladies. I have my bunny ears forever, and luckily I don't have to quit wearing them after Easter. Nobody has to quit wearing bunny ears, but I can wear them because I'm the bunny trail. So, okay, it's been a week, I guess, since you've seen my face. I've done a lot of short videos this last week, you guys. I don't know. I was just exhausted. And let me try something real quick like. I don't know which light. I always mess with the light. I'm never sure exactly which one is best. This one's really bright, and it is definitely dead on in my eyes today. So, I've got Easter attire on. I've got my Peep earrings. I've got my For Peeps' Sake shirt on, which I'm going to start saying that. For Peeps' sake. And I can't say that I'm ready for Easter. I've been asked what are the Easter plans, and nobody, I don't know what we're going to do for Easter. I just don't know. The last 2 years we've had it at my house, and the years before we had it at my brother's house. But I messaged him and I asked Easter at your house this year, and no response from it. So me, that's a negative. But I mean, he needs to let me know something, you know. But anyway, so I have no idea. I don't know what we're going to do for Easter. Or, you know, like the kids, they do their Easter egg hunt, you know, and so I have no idea on what we're doing. Okay, so I've got a few notes here. I'll come back to that one. I want to talk about Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to, and when I say we, there's a group of us ladies that have gotten some little doodads to wear, and we're going to have a Way Back Wednesday. Now, Way Back Wednesday can be whatever's way back to you, and you can do way back clothing for your babies. You can do some kind of way back talk about what was going on in that time on Wednesdays. Whatever's way back. Now, our doodads are kind of set for the 80s. So, it's up to you on what you want to do. If you want to join in with us, post your video and give me a tag, you know, so I'll know. I'll get to watch your video on your way back, whatever's way back for you. And you can dress up if you want to as well. I'm very excited. I've kind of got something in mind on what I'm going to talk about. I redid my nails. Sandra's always doing the sparkle purple, so I waited until she took off her purple and to put on my purple. So I'm checking it out. I really like it. Aurora likes it too. So I'll probably, I don't know, I may be doing her nails, or I may do hers in pastel colors for Easter. So this Wednesday, Way Back Wednesday, let's see what you guys want to do for your Way Back Wednesday as well. Anything can be Way Back Wednesday, okay? I like Way Back Wednesday, and I'll tell you where I get the idea from. Where I live, when I was growing up, I listened to what we called rock station then. And it was like the new music, like alternative music that would come out. But it wasn't just alternative. It was hair band music. Hair band, I mean like Guns N' Roses. Headbands. They had the big, or hair bands. They had the big hair back in, the day. I'm telling you. So today is Sunday. And I have had an off last week. This weekend, as Christina, I was having a conversation with her, and twice it was like, I don't know what I was thinking. At one point, I'm talking to Christina, and I had been messaging Beth as well, and I went to send Beth a message, and I still haven't even sent Beth that message that I resent you, Christina, and I sent it to Christina, and I was telling Beth about a baby that I have for sale if she was interested, and I've already asked Christina, and Christina, as of right now, has passed on it. And, but I resent this message to Christina. I know Christina's like, she already asked me this. I know, Christina. I'm so sorry. I thought I had sent it to Beth. I was sending it to Christina. Then I didn't even copy paste and send it to Beth. After that had me so flustered. I was like, oh my gosh, Christina probably thinks I'm crazy. Then I'm talking to Christina later, and she's showing me pictures from her mom's birthday party. And in it, I saw some little people in there. And I told her that one little baby there looks just like you, Christina. And she said that lots of people tell her that. And that she's glad I recognized it as well. So then she sent me a picture. I said she's a mini you, and she sent me a picture, and she said my twin. Okay, so I'm looking at this picture of a woman that looks exactly like Christina, holding the little girl that looks like Christina. And I thought she was telling me that this is her twin. And I'm like, what? I didn't know you had a twin. Well, that will explain why the little girl looks just like you. It wasn't. What she was saying was that here's a picture of me and my mini twin. Right over my head. Wow. I have yesterday, you guys, I slept almost all day. Of course, I didn't go to bed Friday night till like 3 a.m. And then, I slept till 1 p.m. And I got up. I did something around the house. I can't remember what I did. I didn't make me anything to eat. Maybe I just got up to see what everybody was doing. I laid back down at around 3-ish, something like that, and took a nap. And didn't get back up until 6, I think. Got up. I think I was up till midnight then. I went to bed at midnight. I can't remember what time it was I woke up today. Went to sleep, woke up today at like 11 maybe. I did eat something, laid back down, and went back to sleep and took another nap. This last week, I have been just exhausted. I don't know why, but just exhausted. And it could be I haven't been drinking my protein drinks. I'm out. The ones Brian ordered me, I did not like. And he accidentally ordered the wrong ones. I I don't know how, but he mixed them up with something. And so he drank those. So I need to get me some more protein drinks. You know, I haven't been eating a lot of protein. I usually eat once a day. I'm usually not very hungry in the mornings. I don't eat until evening time and take maybe 4 bites out of something, and then that's it. I can't eat anything else. So I know I'm not getting the protein that I'm supposed to be getting. It could be the lack of protein I'm getting. It could also be... Hi, Princess. Yes, move right up here. Can you slide up here a little bit more?
And you also have to button it, too.
What are you wearing your dress for?
I don't know.
You just felt like being a princess?
Yeah.
You were a princess anyway. Mommy's princess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got on her big fancy dress that she wore in her big brother's wedding and to the daddy-daughter dance. My headband's sliding back there. Okay, so yes, I've been out of it. I did start earlier. I think I was having sympathy issues, sympathy pains. You know, they say sometimes when people are bonded or they're close to somebody, usually like during pregnancy, like a husband will have like sympathy symptoms as to what his wife is having, you know. Well, I was watching Melissa and Sandra's collab video, and she was talking about how sick she got on Friday, and I hadn't heard from her, and I was really getting worried when I hadn't heard from her. I debated whether or not to call Melissa and check on her, because, you know, it's not like her to be on and, you know, hear something from her. And that's what it was, is she was sick and she wasn't on her phone. But anyway, she was saying how bad it was, you know, how bad sick she was. And I still haven't finished watching their video. I had to pause it then. And, anyway, afterwards all of a sudden my stomach wasn't feeling all that good, you know, and I thought maybe I'm having sympathy pains. After hearing how rough Sandra had felt, you know, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I laid down, took a nap. After my nap, I'd say I'm better. I still feel a little foggy, you know. I probably need to go outside and get some sunshine. It has been hot the last couple of days. It's been hot. And the skeeters are real bad around here right now. All of a sudden, the skeeters are everywhere. That's for Melissa and Sandra with my accent. No, the mosquitoes. Last year, I talked about this last year. They're from hell. They've escaped hell, and they're huge. Anyway, they started 2 nights ago, and the weird thing is that mosquitoes, I very seldom even feel them bite me. They do not whelp up. They do not itch on me. They end up leaving white polka dots. I'll have white polka dots on my legs from where I've been bit by a mosquito. Well, poor Aurora and my oldest daughter have the worst reactions to mosquitoes, and mosquitoes love them. They will bite any exposed skin. Poor Aurora, she'll get them all over her face even. And then they swell up, blister across the top. And and it takes days before the bites will go away, and then they bruise where, you know. My oldest daughter, if there was a mosquito in the house, it was going to find her, and she woke up one morning and she had mosquito bites, and they're itchy to them, you know, drives them crazy itchy. And they were on the bottom of her feet. They had whelped up, running fever, hot, the bites, you know, and just itchy. Ugh, I can't imagine having a mosquito bite on the bottom of your foot and it itches like that. That's the only place I'm ticklish, is the bottom of my feet. And you're going to lose some teeth if you tickle the bottom of my feet. I mean, instantly I respond there's no connection as to who's standing by. If you touch my feet, look out, because you're going to get kicked. So, I mean, you know, let me get the baby. I've got a baby with me today. I do. I have. Are y'all ready to see who it is? And she's in her bunny outfit. And it's sweet little Farrah. Yes, it is. I'm turning that light. That's not your color, girl. That's not your color. We're going to turn it, okay? Give you some more color. It's washing you out. Oh, no. That might be a little bit better. There we go. It's little Miss Farah. Now, as of right now, she is the smallest of my babies from Anna at Ling Reborn Nursery. Here she is. Isn't she Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. I just need to get you tangled up in your blankie. Here we go. Here we go, sweet girl. Your binky's like falling off. She has on her Easter outfit, which has the purples, the lavender purple. It has little bunnies on it. Little tulips. But isn't she precious? I love her. And this headband, Wadelis made it. It's gorgeous. I love it. So she has come on to say hi and join me on this video. I forgot to pick her up. I gave her the strawberry blanket. Now, last time I was on, I think Hannah had it, but that was just because I wanted to get it out. But as of right now, this beautiful little angel has it. And let me move the camera down some so y'all can see this beautiful girl. Turn your head, baby. There she is. Isn't she precious? Yes. Her's precious. Can't see my headband. You can see the Easter baskets in the background, but that's okay. Do you need your binky? Do you need your binky, sweetheart? I love her little cheeks. This pacifier fits her perfect. Sandra, what brand is this pacifier? What brand is that? I want to get some more of those. I just need to see, is that the Avent or whatever that's called? I don't know. But so here we have Miss Farah, and what was I talking about? I don't know. I've lost it. I don't know. I've lost my, but I'm going to leave the camera just like this for a little while so you can see this little pumpkin, okay, guys? She's not had much showtime lately, and I was giving her her first mommy's heart a chance to heal from sending. So Sandra from Frozen in Time Reborns was her first mommy, and I adopted her from Sandra. And she really had a rough time separating from Farah. And so I felt bad doing videos with her just because, you know, Sandra's my friend and I don't want her to hurt, you know. And I know she's okay with Farah being here. I know that. But I know how much she loved her and how much she was missing her. And I did offer, you know, if she needed her to come back, we could do that. So Sandra does know that there's that as well. But I think, you know, she's going to, you never know. You never know with Sandra. You never know what she's going to get, okay? So, who knows? We'll see in time what happens. She throws curveballs when I'm not expecting it. Sandra will throw a curveball. You never know. I am expecting, and of course, it's from Anna. It's one of her precious babies that she makes. I don't know if I've told you guys, but for this film, we'll just say, I've not told you, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I've not seen but one progress photo of this baby, so I'm okay with that. I kind of just want to wait until I open the box. And then I've even got in mind babies that I would like for her to do. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, she's going through something with her family right now. So unspoken prayers sent out to our Dolly sister and artist, Anna, at Ling Reborn Nursery. And Padma One, I think that's right, Padma One. Also, her husband had to have surgery and he is on a transplant waiting list. So prayers going out to you, sweet girl. Still praying for you. I have been doing this devotional. For all of you want to know what it looks like, the book that I have been getting, it's 100 Devotions for the Stay-at-Home Mom. A lot of us are stay-at-home moms. A lot of us were stay-at-home moms, but it's not just for stay-at-home moms. A lot of this just applies in general to life. So they're short videos. If you're interested, pop on over and watch one of those videos of me doing or listen to me doing the devotionals. Okay, I also have notes on here about TV shows. Now, Brian and I have the hardest time finding something that we can watch together, okay? He can watch, this man can watch anything. He don't watch we don't watch comedy as much anymore. That used to be our thing, was comedy. We liked comedy. Used to, I like love stories. Now I do not. I'm not much on the Hallmark anymore. The Christmas Hallmark movies I will watch, but he's already started watching the Christmas ones again. And who would have known? Because used to, he didn't want me to do anything Christmas, not listen to Christmas music, not watch Christmas movies until after Thanksgiving. And I was ready to do it. I really wanted to do Christmas before Halloween. I know one year I put my Christmas tree up way before Halloween, and he griped about it. That was when we first got married. I was homesick, and I don't know. For some reason, I thought that would make me feel better. But we have found a TV series that we are really enjoying. It's the new Matlock. I was completely against watching this TV series, Matlock, because it was going to replace the old Matlock, is what I thought. They're just trying to make it over, and that's not it. If that's holding you back from watching it, let it go, because it's not her. I was like, Matlock was a man, and they're making this Matlock into being a female, and somebody that Brian works with said, no, watch it. That's not what it's about. So I did, and it's not what it's about, guys. It is good. It is funny. Brilliant lady. And she, oh my gosh, she is so funny, you guys. She is so funny. You've got to watch it. At one point, they were working with the ladies of the night, some people call them street workers, female streetwalker, women on the corner, prostitutes. And it was hilarious, her comments that she had with this woman that she was working with. It was so funny. So I would say definitely watch Matlock, the new Matlock with the woman. Let me get a drink. Sorry. I needed some sweet tea. Okay. Also, 1923 is a TV series, and it is, set back in Western days in, was it Montana? I think it might have been Montana, maybe. Maybe. I gotta put some lip gloss on. See, I wear that matte lipstick, and it gets so dried out. I can't do it. I have to have some moisture going on. There we go. Anyways, it's like a drama. I think there was the first season, and then the second season just ended. I don't know that they'll have a continuant after this one. I hated the way it ends, because and that's why I won't watch. It ended the way The Notebook ended. If any of you watched The Notebook, I won't watch it after it ended the way that ended. I don't like the sad endings, you guys, and it ended sad. But I'm gonna turn your head so you can see your aunties out there, and your mommy, your first mommy. Yeah, Let's take your binky off so she can see your pretty face and know that you're okay. But it was good up until the ending. It was very good. Now, it is not a show. It is not a show for children. It has some S scenes in it. And so, and the language is not good at all either. Yeah, so I would not, and Mason's 13, and there's no way I'd let him watch. But we monitor what they watch. So, to each parent their own, but for me and my children, they're not going to watch that. Okay, so I put those down. Now, movies. As far as movies, I'm still waiting for the Snow White to come out on Netflix or Peacock or whatever it is it comes out on, because I didn't get to finish watching it at the movie theater with Aurora and Tookie. So I'm still waiting on that. My daughter-in-law, and I know Sandra said that they, right now, Minecraft, I think the Minecraft movie is out at the theaters. I don't like gaming anything, and so I'm not sure it's a movie that I would care for, but my daughter-in-law watched it and said it was really good. Uh-oh, hang on. I'm going to sneeze. I hope my eyelashes don't fly off. Excuse me. Sorry. Hey, this is real life, you guys. We got to sneeze, and the pollen has been high over in my area. Every day I go out, I have to wipe the yellow off my brown chairs to sit in because it's so thick out there. Pollen's high in my area. Anyway, I'm handling it really well, though, considering. But, yeah, I'm not going to erase that off. I'm sorry. If you don't like sneezes, I'm sorry. I had to sneeze. This is real life. I'm not going to edit it. So, movies. I've heard the Minecraft. My daughter-in-law said that she watched the Minecraft movie. I think it might have been bootlegged or something. I don't know. I didn't know people still did that. I thought that was just something done back in the day. But she watched it. She said it was really good, and it was. I think somebody's here. Thank God. Sometimes my cats will get that's why Bobo and Princess are barking. Sometimes my cats will get a front against the outside front door and will scratch or something, and it tap on the front door, sends Bo into like panic attack. Somebody's here. He's just wound tight. Yeah, it must not be anybody. Okay, so now Mason and Aurora might like it. So it could be maybe a movie we could take them to, and Brian would probably snore through it like a sleeping hot dog. I don't know. Now, I did get to watch a little bit of Sandra and Melissa's collab, and I have to tell them something. Brian has got the Santa Claus beard, you guys. Okay, now, never in my life would I have thought he would end up with that kind of beard. Do I like it? I don't really think about it just because I've seen him with it for so long, Most of the men around here look like that. No, I don't really care for it. No. And I can't stand it when it hangs over when the mustache part hangs over onto his lips. No, I don't like it. I like goatees, a little bit of facial hair. I like that. But it's Brian's, Brian likes it. And like I said, most of the men around here look like that. They look like that. But there are beard conditioners and stuff, and Brian loves all that stuff. To make it soft and stuff. Brian loves doing all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. More power to you. But hey, I can grab a hold of that and he will squeal like a little pig. Make me mad. I'll get a grip of that stuff. I ain't kidding. It is a good. Have y'all? I always tell him. I'll say Polar Express, Brian. Polar Express. That movie Polar Express, and when they're going through, going across the lake, I think is what it is, and the caribou are all out there on it, or I don't know, maybe it's just a valley and blocking their path, So the long-haired guy gets up there, and he's got that long beard, and it's red, and then the conductor pulls that beard. He goes, "Oh!" I'm like, so I always tell Brian, that movie Polar Express. You just wait. You be squilling like that too. So I had to tell the ladies that because they were talking about the beards and what they like and everything. Y'all know I'm a true crime junkie. I'm true crime, any free time that I have and I'm not doing my dolly stuff, I'm all about my true crime that's going on. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, if any of y'all have heard of Lori Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell. Evil, evil people. I think Lori was always kind of about herself to begin with. She was there's those pageants that they do for women that are mothers, but they still do pageants. She won some of those, I don't know a lot about her before personality, but there is. I sent it to Melissa because I thought maybe she would watch it. I don't know. Sandra, you may even like that. I'll send it to you too. It's the whole story. And now she's currently in court and going to trial. She let her lawyers go, and she's representing herself, and she's making herself, she's dug herself a hole, and she looks like a fool now. But you know what? Karma. And some people believe it's karma, and I believe it's consequences of your actions, which is kind of karma, and with a little bit of God in there too. God's going to win in the end. And, but anyway, so she is looking like a fool right now. So just to kind of wrap it up a little bit, just so you kind of get an idea of what it's about, she murdered her children, her blood child and her, adopted. The little girl was Tylee, and the little boy is JJ. And JJ was from her previous marriage, and she had him murdered as well. And then the man that her ex-husband, it was a family member of theirs little boy they adopted. So JJ had blood with her ex-husband, but not blood to her. And then so when her ex ends up dying, she runs off with the kids. And actually she ran off with I think she might have run off with no, she didn't. For a time being, she did run off and was refusing to let him see. Now, he had raised Tylee, the 3-year-old. She was 16 when he was killed. But he had raised Tylee since she was 3 years old, so he was in a huge part of her life, but so was her real father. So there was, some, being a step-parent's hard. So there was some issues in there as well between Tylee and her stepdad. But anyway, oops, sorry, baby. And then the man she ends up getting with before they murder her children, his wife dies. And I think Chad Daybell I haven't watched much, I didn't watch much on his trial. He may have been convicted. I can't remember. He may be going before the firing squad. He may be. I think he's was sentenced to death. Sorry, I had a message from somebody come through. But right now they're doing, so Lori had her court for, it might have been for Tyler and JJ, and now maybe she's going to court for the murder of her ex-husband. I'm thinking that was in Arizona. That might have been in Arizona. I will put the link of the story, and then you can also watch along with me if you want to. And my email is also in the description, you guys. Y'all can email me if you ever want to email me, and we can talk about the true crime stuff. Another true crime that I've not been following as much. I keep waiting for them to find the young man. He went missing. He was autistic. He was staying with his mother, and she got up to get him ready and claims he's just not there. I think he was he 14 or 16 maybe? And it's been a year. It's been over a year, a little over a year that he has been, kids don't just disappear. That's the thing, is kids do not just disappear. So I watch Bullhorn Betty. She is a true crime investigator. She's been searching. She's been working with the little boy, Sebastian Rogers, his father, for a long time. And as of right now, I don't think there's really any big leads, but that's just sad. Okay, so let's move along on my list here. Melissa was talking about cleaning, how her mom had her clean. Yes, usually twice a year, my parents would make us do a deep clean. Some people say, spring cleaning. We would do it in the summer and usually in the spring as well. I don't know if we did it. I can't remember if we did it on like spring break, but yes, it required a bowl of hot, soapy bleach water, a rag. You took that bowl and you washed the walls from the top to the baseboards, and all the baseboards in the house were painted white. So you know how dirty baseboards get. They got clean. And yes, the house always smelled so fresh and clean afterwards. I like the smell of bleach. I'm a bleach, user, and, a lot of people don't like the smell of bleach. They don't like the chemicals, but I do. So yeah, we had to do that too, Melissa. Now, Brian's mother, that was just we did the deep cleans twice a year, but, you did your other you clean anyway, your regular cleaning all the time too. But now my husband, Brian, his wife, she, once a week, and this was, Brian and I graduated in 1997, and, I met her 97, 98, no, 97, 96, 95. Sorry, I went the wrong way. In 1995. And that woman then was a get down on your hands and knees and mopped her floor kind of woman. She did that once a week. And she had a welcome rug, or a rug right there at the front door. When you walked in, you better take your shoes off. Now, Brian would aggravate his mama and whatever, and sometimes he would, and sometimes he wouldn't take his shoes off at the front door. And his mama was scary, so I removed my shoes. Her and I didn't have the best relationship until, unfortunately, about 12 years before she passed away. She had Huntington's disease, and she had contracted Wagner's disease, which at that point in time, nobody really knew how you got Wagner's. It was a virus that you caught, and then as long as nobody was around you in the time period that you ran fever, then they didn't catch it, but it was very severe. It's like a type of cancer. She had to go through some, I don't know if it was like radiation pills or something like that she had to take to get rid of. She had to go on a very strict diet. She couldn't have anything tomatoey. She had to, anything that was bad on kidneys or hard on kidneys. That's what Wagner's disease does. It attacks your kidneys. So she had to completely, go on a diet that, very strict, that wasn't going to hurt her kidneys. And same with medications like ibuprofen she couldn't take, with Advil, Motrin. It was basically just Tylenol that she could take. So it was a hard time, but in the end, everything was good. So that's what's important. What was it? Where was I going with this? Oh, her cleaning. Oh my goodness. And Brian was a spoiled little boy. He was one of those kids you hear about that was allergic to eggs, allergic to flour, allergic to milk, allergic to dust, allergic to lemons, bologna. I mean, just allergic to everything. Had to take allergy shots. And he would, he locked his mama out of the house one day when he was 3 so he could eat the bologna because he loved the bologna. And then by the time she was able, she's a little short lady, 4 foot something. And by the time she was able to stack up crates on the side of their house to climb in through the window, he was already having a severe asthma attack and to the point had been taken to the ER and almost died. So, I mean, that's the kind of little boy. And because of him, that's where I got my hard child. That's where my boy, my bunny ears came off. You want to wear my bunny ears? Here, we'll put them right back here and look like you're wearing bunny ears. Oh my gosh, aren't you so cute? Princess thinks I'm talking to her. Yes, I know, that's the voice for you. I don't want to get them in my lipstick. There you go, Fear. I'll pull you down a little bit, girl. There, girl. So, anyway, so yes, Brian was one of those kids that every mom dreams that they don't have because it's hard. That's a hard life. They end up having to, but luckily Brian grew out of most of it. He still has asthma, and he still has allergies, but it's not near. He can eat bologna, he can eat lemons, he can drink milk, and he don't have, those issues anymore. But he didn't have to clean because he was allergic to dust. So, you know who does most of the cleaning around here. He, in this area where we live, dust is everywhere. So, anyway, it doesn't bother him anymore. Thank goodness. Thank goodness it's not as bad as it used to be. But yeah, his mom had to clean his room for him all the time. All the time. They ripped the carpets out of their house. They got him the Chihuahua because the Chihuahua is supposed to be good for people who have asthma. Oh, goodness. Yeah. They had to do some major changes in their life. Okay, so let's move along from the cleaning. I talked about, I've been having, so I've been sleeping a lot, but I have been having some really whacked out crazy dreams. I'm not sure what they're about. I mean, I know what they're about. They're crazy. My invasion dreams, I last night dreamed about being invaded again. I have those. I hate those, and they're real. They're not stupid. They feel real. They're not stupid like I'm running around naked, or anything like that, but they're real. And actually, Melissa was in this dream with me, and I think all that talk about if we have to leave, go to the woods, and Melissa's like walking in front of me and she's carrying a bazooka and blowing things up, I tell you, I don't like those kind of dreams. But that's not the only kind. I was having some other kind, just weird, and there was some really crazy other dreams, like, off the wall crazy that, it's just your mind for whatever reason playing, they're fake dreams, I'm one that believes that your dreams can tell you stuff. So,
Mama,
what, baby?
When I say look this way, look that way, okay?
Okay.
When I say look that way.
Okay.
Because you will see a light from my mirror.
Oh, it's the reflection. Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay. So yeah, I've been having crazy dreams too. My nursery is finally coming along. Oh, I see it. Yep, I see it. I got my curtains in. Now the curtains that I originally wanted, I had ordered from Temu. And I put on there that I wanted 2 sets, which would be 4 curtains to cover the big window there. And they sent me 1 set. Temu messed up my order and made me angry. And so I'm not even looking at Temu right now because I'm still mad at them. I'm holding a grudge. Against Temu. So I ordered from Shein. So I ordered for Shein, and their rose pattern curtains was limited. Actually, I think there was only two different choices. So I got the one that it's big roses on it. The colors are correct. The pinks and the greens, those are correct. And I got it up. It looks pretty. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Now what I'm in search for is a room divider. I'm going to put a room divider because the room is open into the living room. And so I'm going to separate it by putting up a room divider. And I looked on Wayfair. I found one that in the corners when it folds out, you can put shelves there. So I thought little corner shelves, that gives me more room to put pretties, whatever, you know. And so I'm going to get it. A lot of people have been selling those on Marketplace, but the one that I looked at on Wayfair, you can get, it's like $65, and it's huge. And some people are selling just a 3-panel room divider for $60 on Marketplace, and it's used. So I would just rather get it brand new. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm waiting to do that. What else? I got a changing table for $15. I wanted 2 of them. So I've got my green one, and this one is stained very dark. It's very pretty, very pretty. And I got it for $15. And then I got a pad, the changing pad to fit on the top, for $10 off Marketplace, and it come with the sheet that was already on it. So I took that off and disinfected it, washed it, dried it, got it put together. So I've kind of got things in places where I think that they're going to end up being. And it is packed. It is packed. There's hardly any place for anything else. I mean, even, hanging on the walls. I ordered a bow. I saw it from Tammy at Tater Tots Nursery. Hi, Tammy. I hope you're feeling good, sweetie. Getting better. I know your sciatic nerve was really, really giving you some issues. So love you and praying for you. Okay. But from Tammy, she told me where she ordered her little bow hanger thing that she has, and I've got it packed. I mean, it is packed. So, hey, hun.
Hey.
Did you get a good nap?
Mm-hmm.
So I've got that hung up there. I do have some bunny photos that I want to put on the wall. I haven't done that yet, so it's going to require some crafting, and I just hadn't done any crafting yet. And I've got to finish putting together my Easter tree. It's kind of late. I only got a week to do that. What else do I have? I wanted to talk because Sandra and Melissa were talking about their wedding night adventures, And so I was going to mention my wedding night. Well, my wedding night, my dad paid for was it 2 nights or just one? It was just one night, wasn't it? At a hotel about 45 minutes from us. And we went, and they had the fancy bed. The fancy bed that you put the quarter in, and the whole thing vibrates. Well, you guys, I was pregnant. I was in the first trimester. Not everybody knew that I was pregnant. And let's just say I was sick every single morning. And I was sick all through the day. Well, I hadn't got that sick yet. I was just having sickness. I was starting to get really sick. My first pregnancy was my 5th and 6th pregnancy were really hard. Really hard. So I had 3 that were really hard and 4 that were might have had a couple of times that I got sick, but for the most part it got better, you know. But anyway, so we put that quarter in. There was nothing romantic about it. Oh my gosh, I was puking in the toilet. It was so bad, yeah. And that's basically how our night ended. Too. So, and plus you're so exhausted after your wedding because I didn't have a wedding planner. I was the wedding planner, you know. And so I was exhausted from everything, you know. That was my wedding night. I think that's about where I've had to stop y'all's video at so I could do this one. Beth from Grandma's Magical Whispers, she's got a video uploaded. Go watch her, you guys. She's also in the process of doing her nursery, and she's redoing her nursery, and she's done way better than I. You've got to see her pull the carpet up, sweep it, paint, you know, furniture, do the whole process. It has been really awesome watching her do that, and she's been going, some people call it rummage selling, or going to rummage sales. In my area, we call them garage selling or yard sales. And I love to do that, but I hadn't done that in a long time. Usually right about now is the time that everybody's getting out and going, and they're having a lot of those sales. So the weekend that I planned to do it, which was last weekend, we got rained out. So I didn't get to do it. She just went, and she's posted a couple of her treasures. I call them treasures. One man's junk is another man's treasure. And I'm not kidding with that. We put our washing machine out on the curb, and it wasn't out. The agitator in it was going out, so it was squilling crazy hot, you know, and make this, and it was loud. But it wasn't out yet, but we put it out on the curb. The next morning, it was gone. Somebody came and got it, and I'm glad, and I hope somebody, you know, gets more use out of it, because they were only like, I think maybe like 2 years old. So I'm hoping somebody gets some good use out of it. Now my dryer, I got it sold within like a week of posting, so that's good. And then I keep having people ask about it, you know, because I posted it in so many different groups that, you know, I haven't been able to put sold on, because I don't know where all it's at, so. But anyway, yeah, one man's junk is another man's treasure. So she has got some treasure. Beth, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to as soon as I finish Melissa and Sandra's collab, which is almost 3 hours long. Wow. That's an awesome video to watch at night, because let me tell you, Brian watched some of the craziest stuff, okay? Now, I can think of a word besides stuff, but I'm not going to, you know, I'm keeping my Jesus. I'm keeping my Jesus. And, but I'm like, why are we watching this? And we take turns with the TV in the evening times, unless I have a Sandra video, Melissa video, Christina, or Beth. If I have one of them to watch, then I watch them, and he likes it, because then he can watch whatever he wants, because I got my earphones in, and I watch my girls. And anyway, so this 3-hour video would have been, that they just did, would have been great for him. The other night, let me tell you, I sent a video of my TV of what that man was watching. And it's called Slap. What's it called, Mason? Slap what?
Slap. I believe it's called slap boxing.
Is it slap boxing?
Where there's a table in the middle, they have to hold a bar behind their back. They go like this.
Yes. And they slap the you-know-what out of each other. Why? Why? I don't understand that.
There's a video this one person edited.
And the man's face is like all distorted. They show it in slow motion as he gets whacked. And they can't flinch.
This one video, this dude edited to make it look like the dude's head went at 360 when he got smacked. Well,
I didn't understand. I sent it to Melissa, and I was like, Sandra, I sent it to Sandra. I'm like, why is this on my TV?
Because
that's crazy. I don't understand people wanting to do that to them,
it's kind
each
of
other.
Funny. kind of realize it's kind of funny.
One guy got knocked out.
I know, that's the funny part.
What is it Debo says in Friday? He got knocked out.
That's the best part about it.
That was back in the day when I watched that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, dude was on the ground. And if you ever notice, if you ever see, like, you know, Brian watched bull riding. If you watch people, when they get knocked out, all of a sudden their hands, they bend like this and their hands do like this, you know. So you know when somebody's got knocked out because they're all like, their hands are like this and their legs are all stiffed out, you know. This guy got knocked out of his shoe. His shoe came off from a slap, open-handed slap across the face. I don't understand it.
They don't go.
I don't understand.
They don't go from here.
But there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know. They measure. They go 1, 2, 3, and if the other guy flinches, the one who's slapping gets to do it again. So I mean, he can't move. He can't even close his eyes. You can't even do like that. You have to just stare straight ahead. But there's a lot of stuff I don't understand. You know, riding a bull. Brian watches bull riding all the time. Now I will go to the arena and watch some bull riding. I like to watch. I don't like to watch it on TV. And we used to go back in the day, but a lot of alcohol gets served, and then it's like, how you think these people getting home? You know, we're all leaving, and they've all been drinking and drinking and drinking, and then they get in their vehicles and drive away. I mean, isn't the law is no drinking and driving? I mean, come on. But you know, alcohol kind of goes, unfortunately, hand in hand with a lot of that PBR, professional bull riding. Bronc riding is great, is fun to watch too. Not on TV, and you know that's the horses. You know, I don't care to watch barrel racing or team roping, anything like that. I just like and then Brian will watch. That man will watch anything competitive, anything. He was watching poker on TV.
With poker.
Yeah.
That would be fun to watch, actually.
No, it's boring. It's boring. It's like watching people play chess on TV.
Chess is fun.
Chess is fun to play. I don't want to watch people play it. Anyway, I haven't played chess in years and years. My brain probably couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. Okay, so, and then congratulations, Christina from Christina Cuddles. Yay! I'm so happy for you, girl. She has finally got her 1,000 subscribers. That was her goal. She's got there. You go, sister chick. I'm just so happy for her. She is a sweet, sweet young lady, and she's one of my girls. You know, I love her. I love her. She's a sweet woman that tries to really not get involved in drama. She loves almost everybody, participates in almost everybody's tag that she can, and she works her tail off. So, I mean, you know, she's got 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, little girl. Congratulations. Hey, don't make fun of me. I got tongue-tied for a moment. Okay, you know, I've been on here for almost an hour. Remember, Way Back Wednesday. Wednesday is join us. It's way back for whatever you want to do, whether it's way back doll clothes that you want to put on your babies. It could just be way back for you, and you want to just dress up way back as whatever way back is for you. And I think we're going to go 80s style. I had some little things delivered to these ladies, and so we're going to go 80s style. I have an idea of what I'm going to talk about. I may bring a baby on, but I really plan on doing my makeup up. So I don't want to get makeup on my babies. So I don't know. There may be a baby. There may not be a baby. It may just be talk about way back. Way back then, you know. You know, way back when I was a kid. So.
I hate that saying.
You hate that saying? Are you eating beans? Huh? Grump made beans last night, and then he made Mexican rice, and so we were going to have like beans and rice, the Mexican rice, and cheese on tortillas. We just ended up making like beans and rice in a bowl, and then tonight he's making white rice, which I told him to take some chicken out, and we'd bake chicken and have white rice and beans and chicken, but
Just white rice.
I don't think he did. So
Just white
it looks like it's going to be beans and rice, but white rice. White buttered rice.
Cha-Cha still has this hot sauce.
Do we still have that? We still have that salsa here that Cha-Cha made?
It. This is the last one. If y'all want to touch it, $5 for a little drink.
Excuse me, Cha-Cha is my sister.
I don't care.
Before you met her. So, sister from another mister.
I don't care.
Okay. So, Wayback Wednesday. Please, everybody, do Wayback Wednesday with us. It'll be fun. Was there anything? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. You guys, we're getting very close to our giveaway, and our giveaway baby is the Paris from Ashton Drake. She's beautiful. I've seen her as a boy. I've seen her as a girl. Either way works on this baby. Gorgeous eyes, armatures in the arms. Go look her up. I have a video on here that talks about her. She's on it if you want to go back and watch it. So be sure to tell your friends about my channel so we can get up there to the 750. Last time I looked was just a couple of days ago. We were at 680, so I'm really excited. We're getting there to the 750. Baby, okay, this isn't the baby that's given away. But the baby doll giveaway. Isn't she beautiful? Little Miss Farrah. Cute little bunny. So, that's it. That's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. All you new subscribers out there, thank you for sticking with me. I make long videos, but I'm going to make some short videos. Going to be doing some daily devotionals here. Probably here in a minute, I'll do a daily devotion and post it as well. So, thank you for watching. I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. Big hugs. Bye-bye.